What's up, everybody? Hold on one second. I need to adjust my volume thingy. Let me see. All right, there we go. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day. Okay, getting into this episode. The writers, I'm sorry, but I have to ask this question one more time. What exactly was the point of of that earthquake? What did it accomplish? Is what I want to know. Because yeah, we had a few injured people, but yet Drew is being released from the hospital the next day. Where they do that at? No hospital releases somebody that fast, especially when they had something heavy fall on them. Like, how the fuck do you? I mean, Franco had a whole filing cabinet sitting on his body, and he was not admitted to the hospital. He was walking around like nothing was wrong with him. I said, bitch, what? I would have been in the hospital for days. Like, how you got a whole cabinet and refrigerator fall on you, and you're out of the hospital? Some of y'all wasn't even admitted to the hospital. That don't even make sense. Like, be a little bit more believable. I understand with a show like this, you have to suspend disbelief sometimes, but sometimes I just can't ignore certain things. I just can't. It's the person in me. I just can't ignore. Some shit I can ignore, but some things I can't. Um, like how somebody can go from Monaco to Port Charles within 5 minutes. Like say if Anna wanted to go to Monaco, she would literally be in Monaco in the same exact episode she was just in Port Charles. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, I guess I have to suspend disbelief on certain things. I suppose I don't know. Sam, I hope when she take Drew home, she's gonna be honest with him about her feelings for Jason. I told y'all this marriage was not gonna last. I told y'all this. I told you this marriage is a arrivederci. I don't know if she gonna actually tell him, but she need to. Here's what I'm hoping, because we need to make this as dramatic as humanly possible. You know what I'm hoping for? That when Sam tells Drew about her and Jason, you know what I'm hoping that Drew, his reaction, that he go all Clint Buchanan on them. You remember? See, I bring this storyline up a few times. Remember back in 2009 when Clint found out about Bo and Nora and he pointed that shotgun at them? That's still one of my favorite storylines, hands down. That's my favorite episode when he did that shit. I said, Clint, put the gun down. Listen, I hope Drew do that. I really do. I hope Drew pull out his 9 millimeter and just point it at Sam and Jason. Listen, threaten to blow their heads off. Listen. You gotta. If you're gonna do a storyline like this, please be dramatic about it. Do not have Drew just taking it lightly and not being angry and bitch, pull that gun out. Pull it out. I want to see it. I want to see him do it just for dramatic purposes and because it'll give me a good laugh. Listen, I have no more tolerance for Sam at this point. I said it before. Jason, I understand that's your boo. That's the love of your life. But you need to ditch that. I'm just saying, I know a lot of y'all want to see Sam and Jason back together. I don't. I don't. Because she pissed me off last year. I'm sorry, but she did. 2017 was not a good year for Sam and me. I'm just saying. It wasn't a good year. When Jason came back, she pissed me off how cold she was, how distant she was. Nope. I don't care how she explained it yesterday. I really don't care. Like you still piss me off, Sam. Like I'm sorry. I'm just not on your bandwagon anymore. I'm just not. I'm not Team Sam. Sorry. I can't get jiggy with that shit. I just can't. Um can't do it. But yeah, so Michael. Michael is getting on my nerves. He really is. You're a Quartermain, you're a Spencer. Your instincts should be a lot better than what they are. Why does he have to keep asking Jason what Jason's opinion is of Nell? Jason's opinion of Nell should not matter to you. Jason barely knows this girl. You're the one who's been dealing with this girl every day. He doesn't really know her. His opinion doesn't matter. The only opinion that should matter is what you think of Nell. not what he thinks of Nell. I understand he wants an objective opinion, but in this case, you don't need one. You should already know your instincts and you should know what she's all about. Because Michael was pissing me off today talking about how, why do things keep popping up on my computer? He keeps talking about how Carly can't give Nell a second chance because the bitch is a pathological liar. She constantly lies. This is why he can't, I just don't understand Michael. Like, people refuse to believe in Nell because she gives them reasons not to. That's the reason they don't fuck with her. And it's that simple. Like, Michael needs to just draft up some type of custody arrangement, child support arrangement, keep it out the court system. Just handle this between y'all and y'all lawyer or Diane, whoever you got as legal representation, and work it out that way. Fuck the courtrooms. Just call your lawyer, draw up the custody arrangement, the child support agreement, draw it all up, agree on it, and move on. And this is how predictable things are. Who didn't see that shit coming? Nell moving into the Quartermain mansion. I seen this coming at least 3 months ago. Like, I knew she was gonna find a way to worm her ass into that mansion. I said I knew it, and this earthquake, I guess, provided that. I guess that was the reason for this earthquake. Part of the reason. So her building could get demolished, so that way she ain't got nowhere to go. So of course Monica offers her a place in the mansion. I said, of course. Really, writers? You Oh my good lord. Jesus. Michael, I'm over this. Him and Nell, I'm over it. It's the same old with them. I don't care. Moving on to another person I can give a shit about. I don't care about Peter. I'm sorry. It's not, like I said a million times, it's not Wes Ramsey's fault. I can't blame him. The writers are not doing it with him because they're not fleshing him out well. It's obvious that they're trying to come up with any excuse to have Peter around Maxie so they can fast track this little relationship between them so that way when the truth comes out about who he really is, it could cause some drama or whatever. I'm not interested in this. I'm not because the reason being because there's no mystery to this. It wasn't. I'm gonna be real. I just felt like the writers are just trying to shove Peter down everybody's throat, and I'm not with it. I don't like the way they're fleshing it out. That's just me. Um, it's too predictable. Like we seen all this coming. They're coming up with any excuse for him to be around Maxie or for her to be around him. Is stupid. Um, and I was a little irritated with Maxie today because of the fact that she got rid of everything that belonged to Nathan. I feel like that's fucked up because that baby is not going to know who his or her father is. They're never going to get to meet their parent. So why give away everything that was Nathan's when you could have saved some of that stuff and gave it to the baby to remember their dad by or to know their dad? You know what I mean? Look at Monica. She didn't get rid of anything that was Alan's. She handed it down to Jason and Drew, you know? And I think Maxie should have did the same damn thing, you know? I mean, even if you don't want it laying all around the apartment and stuff, the least you could have did was boxed it up and put it in another room, instead of just giving it away or selling it. I think that was trifling. Um, Definitely, I think that was selfish of her to do. I understand, she's grieving and this, that, and the third, but the way she's going about it a little bit is like fucked up to me. I understand, losing a spouse is tough, but to get rid of his stuff when you could have just passed it down to the newborn, you know, that's just my thought on it. So Anna basically got confirmation, something that we all knew, that her child that she gave up was a boy. We all knew this. We all knew Valentine was lying, obviously. Peter is really her son because his birthday is June 13th, the same day she gave birth to her baby. and she found out from the midwife's daughter that the baby was a boy. So now she has to figure out who the boy is, and they're trying to figure out why Valentine lied. She should have known Valentine was lying. Why would she take his word for it? Like I don't understand why. That was just kind of I don't like how the writers are dumbing her down, like because Anna is way more smarter than this. Hopefully, when Robert come back to the show, he could straighten some of this shit out. Hopefully, because we need kick ass Anna back, not wimp ass. We need kick ass Anna because this shit ain't working for me. Um, Sonny, I understand that this whole thing with his father is hard for him, but it's crazy. Like, why would you want your father to go back to Brooklyn? He has no family in Brooklyn. All of his family is in Port Charles. But Sonny wants his father to go back to Brooklyn. Why? All of his family is in Port Charles. He might as well stay in Port Charles. Get him a nurse. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. I definitely wouldn't send my Alzheimer's parent to go live in another part of town with no family. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. And I kind of hated the fact that Sonny threw that in Carly's face. The fact that Mike wanted him to be with Brenda and not her. I was a little irritated by that comment. I said, why the fuck would you throw that in your wife's face that your father wanted you to be with your ex wife? Why would you throw that in her face now of all times? Like, why would you say something like that? And Carly admitted that she resented Mike for making that comment years ago that he wanted her, Brenda with Sonny. Um, that was just a hot mess. Like he didn't have to throw that in her face, but you know, I hope that I felt bad for Mike when he found out that Rita broke up with him and she moved back in with her sister. I felt bad for him. Like it was crazy. I felt horrible for Mike. I really, really did. Because that's some horrible shit to hear, especially when you're going through this disease. And right now, he really needs his family around him. Like, he really, really does. He needs family to be with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should not be alone during this time because Alzheimer's is horrible as it is, and then to be alone because he probably feels like okay, I'm losing my mind. I don't have my girl anymore. What the hell do I have now? All he has now is his son and his grandkids. That's literally all he has for going for himself right now. So for Sonny to even contemplate sending him to Brooklyn, I said no. That shouldn't even been a thought. I'm being real. It shouldn't even been a thought. Like Sonny shouldn't have never even thought of no shit like that. Your first priority right now is your dad right now. Let him stay with you. Get him a nurse, a staff, a nursing staff, whatever you got to do. I mean, you can afford it, so get it for him. He should definitely not be alone right now. That's horrible. Um, so yeah, I think that's everything in this episode because it wasn't really a whole lot to it. But if I'm missing something, just hit the comment section. We'll talk about it. But anyway, I hope all you have a great day. See y'all later. Have a great day. Peace.